Alright, I've decided I'm probably going to end up breaking this up in about 3 to 4 clips. And I just realized this thing's sitting on the bottom, it's probably not going to pick up the sound that great anyways, so I don't have a tripod mic, so just bear with me please. Anyways, that's my boss's workbench. This is our shop. This is where we work. All the wonderful shelves of computer boards and random stuff. Back here, this is my workbench, as you already have seen. My speakers I'm working on still, and I need a new CD player. And that's this little screen I use to plug in the circuit boards to test to see if they're working. What I'm going to be doing today is converting this Pac-Man machine into a multi-game. 60 games in a single cabinet. The Donkey Kong here has already been converted into a multi-game. Don't know if you can actually see. It might be a bit too dark. Anyways, the Asteroids, however, is not. It is an original. I do believe that. No, that's been wing nutted shut. Mortal Kombat from yesterday, the Star Wars, and the cocktail machines. Now, all these machines have locks on the doors that have to be taken off. The control panels have to be taken off. The first step is to strip them entirely. This has already been done somewhat, as you can kind of see. A large speaker in the top, and this is the marquee. This will be just hit with Windex, scrubbed down, it'll be good as new. Set this over here. Probably end up replacing the light back there and everything. This up top, I don't know if that'll be replaced. Okay. Now, there's no lock in the back of this. Because sometimes they didn't actually need locks. Sometimes a simple screw to the back will keep the door on. In this case, you just need to remove it. And the whole back comes off. Like so. Whether or not this one will have a lock in the door, I have no idea yet. And we'll set this off to the side. Okay. Now, you're looking at the innards of a Pac-Man machine. That right there, I don't know if you can actually see it. I got a mag light so you can find my flashlight. There it is. Okay, now that is the neck. And that right there is the neck board. That back there is the monitor board. This particular type of monitor is a Wells Gardner. Wells Gardners are very, very good monitor boards. Very good monitors in general. They never ever break. They never ever fall apart. The bad part is they're a pain in the neck to take apart. This is a Wells Gardner board out of a monitor. It consists of 3 major boards plus a monitor plus a metal frame and everything. Your capacitor for the monitor. The second cup this plugs into the monitor, it charges the tube. Then you have the neck board, which plugs in. I'll show you this particular thing is a rejuvenator, so it'll be. I'll show you that later. But it consists of 3 parts. This plastic piece comes off. These 2 cards come out. It's set up a lot like a motherboard on a computer, but it's just a bit more pain in the ass. I've blown fuses on these, I've torn wires on these, and it's just, they've given me headaches. They're not my favorite. I hate them. They're just a pain in the butt. Anyways, in order to convert these to multi-games, what you need to do is you need to remove the board. And that is the Pac-Man board. I keep wanting to say Miss Pac-Man because that's what the first one I converted. Now, there's a thing up here, right there. This is the connector. Take this chunk out here and I'll pull the connector off. Actually, I could probably remove the whole damn board now. Anyways, the board sits in these slots right up here. Alright, now, this is actually well lit enough I can set my light down and I can actually try to remove this. Alright, now, something I need to explain. Prior to 1987, all these connectors were different. Or at least one general size. Okay, connector's off. And that connector, by the way, Mike, is like a lot like a hard drive connector. Sorry about the camera. I have to lift this sucker up and out. And it's tangled in wires, is what it is. Not on the electrical coils. If I do that, I'll fry my camera, and then that'll be no fun at all. All right. This is what we have managed to reduce down to a single microchip. This is an entire Pac-Man board. This is the piece of machinery behind the gaming icon. And it will be set over here for the time being until we figure out what the hell to do with it. Anyways, back to talking about the connectors. They were all using the same basic connector up until 1987. In 1987, there was something that came out called a JAMA connector, or JAMA boards. And what JAMA is a universal connection for all arcade games. I need to try and find a JAMA connector, otherwise I won't be able to do too much today with this game. This is our multi-game board. This has a 60 on it. And we'll take it out of the packaging so you can see it. Now, this is what has Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, 1942, everything on it. Notice it has connectors for monitor, multitude of connectors. But this, on the end, that is a JAMA connector. Now, somebody made an aftermarket JAMA adapter, and it's a blue piece. And if I can find it, I will show it to you. I'm going to go ahead and set this over on my workbench for the time being, because that's where it needs to go. I don't need to fire up my soldering iron just yet, but I will in a minute. I'm going to say I got to recap that Wells Gardner board, which will take me a while. I'm going to go ahead and set this camera over here. So at least you can see me looking for this stupid thing. Go ahead and keep talking. Those are all. Okay. Now, I think I remember my boss saying we may only have one more JAMA connecting board. The JAMA connector, which would be a very bad day. Ah! Found it. That's a rarity. Can't find something on the first try. This is a JAMA adapter. This is the JAMA. This is the adapter for the Pac-Man, or for JAMA rather. This plugs into the multi-game board, and this is the adapter for the Pac-Man connector. Pac-Man connector goes on here, and this plugs into the game board. This will be all basically one piece, and it will be mounted and connected into that line. You'll also need to do a power source. Now, power sources, like, you know how computers work, Mike. I'm not going to sit down and talk to you like you're a little kid, and I know you're not. Behavior is shown otherwise sometimes. But anyways, you know how computers work and how power sources for comps work. Basically, that's what we do. We're turning this game into a giant computer. Or rather, a low-tech computer. So, we need to find a power source. Go ahead and set this. This is from something else. This is from an SNK. Hello.